So.
Yeah. I'll spring that on you.
Spring it.
Those are the first teams.
Spring me. Whoa!
Huh?
Nice.
Are we riding?
We're riding. AFC West. This is the juicy of the juicy, man. You ever had a squirter before? A girl that squirts? That's the AFC West. It's messy as fuck.
Yeah.
It smells weird too.
I'm not gonna comment.
No comment?
You're not trapping me.
I didn't say. I just read about
trapping
it.
me.
I just read about it. I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
So, all right, Rob Squared.
Yeah. No, this reminds me of. Remember when it was Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Whoever won that. Mm-hmm. It feels like whoever wins this division is probably going to be the Super Bowl favorite, or the AFC favorite, right?
Right. Other than the Bills, maybe. That's the only other team in my mind.
I think if you can come out of this division with 12 wins, you're
battle tested, man.
You are the team.
Battle tested. R2 Fan League.
Yes.
One more shout out. Put it in the comment section. We need 10 people. We're giving away 3 prizes, a free entry.
We're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna random off the draft order. We're gonna figure out a creative way to do that. Yeah. We're gonna figure out a creative way to random off the prizes, the free entry.
Yeah. We're giving away a free hat. We're giving away another $20 off. Yeah. So it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk some shit. If you win the league, we're talking about maybe putting a picture up of you.
Yeah.
The thing is, we're probably gonna win the league, but if we don't get a picture up, if you get last, we're probably gonna rip on you.
Or how about this? If you don't want maybe one of the prizes, the $20 prize, you can pick one of the pictures and replace it with yourself.
Ooh.
We'll sign it.
Yeah. I don't know what our signatures are.
Yeah, it's whatever.
You know.
Yeah, we're just trying to get creative. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, that's all. Some fun.
That's the bottom line. It's the Rob Squared Fun League.
And we're riding. So, all right. Quick story time with Rob for you here. It's a good one.
You and your stories.
My stories. I have a lot of those. You know.
You certainly do. That you do.
Twice, not to interrupt.
Listen, gang, don't be mad at Dale for ruining the story and possibly the evening. It's totally fine. I have a lot more stories.
Jarek, that you do.
Yeah.
That you do.
Guilty as charged with the stories.
Thank you. This is another anonymous story here. So this is involving some drugs, and this is a funny one. So
all our stories.
Yeah, right. So I forget what the music festival is in South Elgin they used to have right off like 31, kind of where Graves. Yeah, Blotto. There you go. That's why I have this guy here. The Mr. Blotto Festival. And this person lived pretty close to this festival, like a half mile away, right? So he's camping there, he's doing the whole thing, it's like a 3-day thing, get your tent, whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess he left something in his house he needed, also had to take a mad shit. Sometimes it's really tough to get the porta potties there. If my dad was there, you know he's just shit in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
But this was not my dad. Spoiler.
Don't bring your dogs.
Yeah, right? So he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna walk home, brought 2 or 3 guys he was with, go home, hang out, you know, like...
Get a Blumpkin.
Have a little beverage, whatever, smoke a bong.
You know what Blumpkin is? That's when the guy's taking shit and gets head.
Whoa!
Why,
his friend?
That was the joke.
Weird.
That was the joke.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, right. I was like, were you there?
It's just a joke.
All right.
So the last Blumpkin I'm ever going to give.
So he goes home, he really has a shit. It's, a half-mile walk. Gets there, forgets his keys. So he's like, fuck, and he really has to poop. Yeah. So he leaves his front door, his front window is unlocked. Yeah. Middle of the day, mind you. So he's like, fuck it, I'm going to it's my house. Goes in the front window, right? Essentially breaks into his own house, but it's his house. Opens the doors for his buddies. Apparently his buddies don't close the door. Whatever, he goes, takes his shit. Comes out, his buddies are smoking a bong, because he has his bong out, it's whatever.
Sure.
And apparently the neighbor calls the cops.
Oh.
And the cops, the door's open, they smell weed, they walk in.
Yeah.
The cops are there. This is before weed was legal. They're like, guys, okay, what's going on? We got a report, and this person's like, I live here.
Yeah.
And they're like, it doesn't matter if you live here. Like, we got a report of breaking and entering. Regardless, you're smoking weed. Like, we're gonna have to do something about this.
Good Lord. Yeah.
So, but here's the kicker of the story: is it's a music festival, right? Dude had acid in his back pocket, 4 hits. Now that's a felony, dude. So he's like, fuck. So he like finds a way to kind of escape.
Yeah.
Takes the 4 hits. Because if he didn't take them, they're gonna find him.
just drop him in a toilet or something.
Right. I don't think he had time for that. So like, he
yeah.
took the hits. He just didn't want to get caught with them. But he gets arrested because he had like an ounce of weed and a scale. So like, obviously that's arrested.
Lesser of two evils.
But
right? Yeah.
he had to go down the station, get booked. 4 hours he was there, tripping. He took 4 hits.
Oh yeah.
And like
I forgot.
tripping balls. So that's his break from the festival.
Yeah.
And he was just telling me the story. He was like, dude, I was so fucked up.
Dude, how would he even like go through that? Like
at that point, whatever. Like, you're arrested. Like they're not like asking you to like do a sobriety test.
Like after 4 hours,
Eventually they let him go. You know, whatever. It wasn't a felony, but like he paid his bail, went back to the festival. Whatever. Great story. But like
he was still sober enough to like get out of there, like get picked up, get the bail.
Yeah.
Remember a phone number?
Yeah.
And all that?
I don't know how.
What a
but
champ.
like, yeah. But like that's a crazy experience, and like you know it could have been a lot worse, I guess, at the point. But like the neighbor, good for the neighbor, kind of looking out, but also maybe recognize your neighbor that's breaking into your own house.
No, I'd put no blame on.
No,
it's
right. No blame on the neighbor, but.
The guy that broke into the house is the one eating the cereal. It's his fault.
Right, yeah, 100%, yeah, and like the guy smoking the weed, not closing the door, like a lot of elements there, but
because then the cops can just walk in. Instead of them knocking, saying, "Hey, let us in," you're not gonna you speak out the window. You're not gonna open the door.
No,
cops,
I'm good.
Right?
I live here.
Yeah.
So just crazy story, just ironic. Again, you can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm making all it up. If that's the case, I should be a writer. I'm creative.
Maybe it was you on the ass,
Right,
and you're still tripping.
Yeah.
Like, am I still in jail?
Brown Square.
That's right.
All right, AFC West boys. This is the big one. This is the big tamale here.
Feels like it.
Again, we're waiting to the AFC North last because we think we know about Deshaun Watson. You know, it's like you think you know, but you have no idea.
Well, I have an opinion.
Right, we're waiting for the news to drop.
I find this girl fine, but you may not. But so we'll have to see what she looks like naked.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably worse than you think.
Usually.
Some girls look better though. Here's a question: would you rather have your girl look really great with clothes on that everyone gets to see, and be like a showcase, and be worse looking naked, or would you rather have her just be man with clothes and you see her naked? Boom. Because with you want her naked looking good, but you also want to show her off.
Well, so if I'm already attracted to her, then naked doesn't matter.
Right.
I want her to feel confident because then she's going to feel confident naked too. Because if she doesn't feel confident with clothes on, she's not going to feel confident naked.
Except for what if she's got a fucking banging body?
But you can say as much as you want. She's already not feeling confident.
Right.
You just want to feel confident in bed because then you're going to be able to do more things.
Okay, better question. Would you rather have your dude have a nice body and a small dick, or a bad body and hogged out? I'm kidding. It's the fucking AFC West, guys.
You did take the ass, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. AFC West. Last year, I'm gonna run on the standings here. Chiefs went 12-5. They struggled early on, 12-5. Chargers went 9-8. Should have made the playoffs. Blew that game against the Raiders. The Raiders made the playoffs. Broncos went 7-10, and the Raiders went 10-7. Raiders made the playoffs. Chiefs made the playoffs. So we're gonna run this down based on this year's over/under for wins. Mm-hmm. Chiefs are favorites right now. Somehow, name value, Mahomes, Andy Reid.
Well, somehow. What do you feel about it?
I feel like the Chargers are a better team.
Okay.
You know, so Chiefs right now, and this is a very, very clumped division, which I thought it'd be even more clumped. I was telling you earlier, I've never seen anything like this.
Odds are less clumped than I thought they would be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Chiefs are 10.5, minus 110, so even money. It's tough. You said you were going to...
Oh, yeah. So they play... So the AFC West, they play the NFC West, and they play the AFC South. The AFC South is...
NFC West is tough.
Well, it depends on how the Cardinals do, how the Niners do. I mean, there's a lot of X factors in there.
That's the best division in the NFC.
I'm a little biased towards that division, but regardless, here's the starting five. Here, make your pick.
No, you lay it on this.
Okay, so here's the first 5 games for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. They start off at Arizona, right?
Pretty tough.
Then they go home and they get the lowly Chargers.
Yeah.
At home.
Tough.
But then they go on the road at the Colts.
Tough.
Then they're on the road again at Tampa.
Tough.
Who knows? Then they get the Raiders at home.
Still pretty tough.
Still pretty tough.
Division game.
Then they get Buffalo at home.
Okay, what's the next game before the bye?
Oh, nice. The week at bye. Then they get the Niners.
Jesus Christ.
At the Niners. They're at the Niners.
They have any easy games?
Yeah. After that, then it's Tennessee, Jacksonville, Chargers, Rams, Bengals, Denver. Then they get Houston, Seattle. There's two wins right there.
Okay.
Then they end with Denver. They end at Las Vegas.
Bro, okay, I'm going under. I was already going to go under.
Were you?
And you know me, with my Chiefs love, my Mahomes love.
Yeah.
It's not 7 wins, but like 10.5. I'm going under.
Yeah,
That schedule's fucking insane.
It's
holy shit.
They're not playing easy teams.
No,
they really are not.
No,
I mean, like
no, and they don't have Tyreek
if
Hill.
the
man.
teams outside of the AFC West and NFC West and AFC South, they're playing the Bengals, Buffalo. So
you know what that
Tampa, like those are the 3 teams that they get outside of the.
You know what that makes me do though? It makes me like Mahomes in fantasy because I like Mahomes in fantasy when they're losing.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be able to run the ball. I know they want to run the ball this year. Good luck running the ball against that schedule.
Yeah.
You're going to be losing half those games.
Yeah, so real quick on their numbers. They're plus 170 to win the division.
Okay.
I'm way out on that,
Yeah,
me personally.
Out.
Minus 215 to make the playoffs.
Out.
I'm out on that. Plus 175 to miss the playoffs. That one's, who knows? Yeah, right. It's still Mahomes and Andy Reid. Yeah.
Right.
And then the 10.5, like you said, I'm under on that. Which leads me to like that minus 175.
Yeah,
it's
just tricky, man.
Playoffs.
It's tricky. It's very tricky. I don't know. I'm going under.
Yeah, I'm under on the 10.5. I'm not on them to win the division at all. I'm going to X these out right now.
Under.
I'm not touching the 215 to make the playoffs because I think they might. To me, they're the last place team in the division.
Wow. Okay, so we're both in lockstep there.
Yeah.
Chargers, next team here. I'm doing Chargers and Broncos are both tied here, but the Chargers have worse odds for the over. So, obviously, they're going to be more favored than the Broncos.
Yeah.
Chargers at 10. I went 9-8 last year. This is a pretty easy over
That's
for
plus
me.
135.
Minus 135.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is a pretty easy over for me. I love the Khalil Mack signing. I like their defense. Herbert's only improved every year. He doesn't have to even improve anymore. It's the fact that they lost a lot of games by like a field goal last year because Stanley goes for every 4th down.
Yeah,
and they missed a lot of them. And maybe he'll scale it back a bit. I like aggressiveness, but he was playing Madden out there.
Yeah.
Right. He was like, I don't. They had to have a punter. You know their punter's name?
Sam Hunter. Sam Hunter the punter.
Is it really? Oh, okay. Well, now you're convincing me.
Sam Hunter the punter.
I'm going over, dude.
That's convincing.
I'm going over. None of these are going to be heavy overs.
I hate Dr. Seuss.
All their schedules are going to be tough.
Yeah.
Just based on playing each other 6 times.
Yeah.
There's no easy game.
I'll write off the first 5 real quick.
Yeah.
They start at home against the Raiders, then they go to the Chiefs, then they're at home against Jacksonville, at Houston, at Cleveland.
Yeah.
Denver, Seattle. So they could start off
5-2, 5-1, 6. Yeah.
The Chiefs could be buried by the bye.
Yeah, 100%. So are you going over here?
Over 10.
I know your love for the Raiders just makes you question all these.
Well, it's both the bottom teams.
And you like the Broncos.
Yeah.
And again, we say bottom teams. It's not like the other divisions. The bottom teams here would be favorites.
All right, so let me read it off the way I see it, right?
Yeah.
So they're plus 225 to the division. Mm-hmm. Not juicy enough for me, so I'm not going to take that. I'm not saying they can't win the division, but not juicy enough for me, based on the other odds we'll talk about later. The 10, I almost like a push there. Minus 135, I'm not going to touch that.
Well,
I don't like
for the exercise, though, you got to pick. You can't,
okay, for the exercise,
push, go ahead. You're going to lose this fucking bet we have. So
I will do... Fuck, I'll do under.
Wow.
If you're making me choose, I'm a push. I'm at 10 games.
Yeah,
I can't convince myself one way or the other.
Under.
But I'm going to default because I'm not going to take them to win the division. I'm not going to minus 177 to make the playoffs. I'm not in love with that. I don't dislike the Chargers. It's more that I like the other teams that we'll discuss a little bit further.
All right. Broncos at 10 as well, minus 120.
Yeah.
They went 7-10 last year, but again, it was no quarterback play. Jerry Jeudy got hurt week 1. I'm going to go over here.
Yeah.
No, you're definitely going over.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's the unknown. That's the issue with the Chiefs. But what sold me on the Chiefs is that schedule. And I'm sure the Broncos have also a pretty difficult schedule. But no one could have a more difficult schedule than what we just read with the Chiefs. And again, we don't know. We always act like, that's why I don't like to look into the schedule too much, because a lot of things happen from now to the week 1. And a lot of things happen from week 1 to week 11.
Absolutely.
A lot of these teams we think are going to be good are not good. Injuries happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Sky Moore could blow up. Russell Wilson could be a shell of himself still.
Yeah.
You
want to hear their start? Because For some reason, all the AFC West seems to have a bye right around week 8, 7 to 9.
He's really excited if you haven't seen. This guy's got a giant fucking boner right now.
So the Broncos start off at Seattle. So Russ goes back to Seattle, very first game.
Blow the fuck out of him.
You'd hope so.
I would think so.
But then they go back home and they get to play Houston at home. Then they get the Niners. Then they're on the road at Las Vegas. Get Indy at home. On the road Chargers. But then they end before their bye with the Jets and Jacksonville.
That's 6-2 start.
Yeah.
I like that over, man.
So 10 games. I'm all over the over, especially.
Worst case, that's 5-3 start. Worst case.
If I can find it at 10.5 and get even money, I'll take that. Because they're minus 140 to make the playoffs, where the fucking Chargers, who have significantly better division odds, are minus 177, but same amount of games won.
Yeah.
Again, there's something that has to give there. I got the Broncos at 12 wins, so plus 270 to win the division. That's one of my favorite bets.
All right,
I haven't won the division.
Okay, Raiders 8.5 minus 120. So all of these besides the Chiefs, you're weighing some juice here.
Yeah.
They went 10-7 last year, so they got Devontae Adams.
They won the division last year.
Yeah, and they got second. Chiefs won.
I'm sorry.
But they added Devontae Adams, man, and they're getting they lost Darren Waller last year. They improved their team.
Yeah.
The issue with me that I have is that the rest of the division is so strong, and I feel there's a letdown coming.
We also got Chandler Jones.
Okay.
The
Raiders are new Cardinals.
Almost, right?
Cheating on the Cardinals, the Raiders.
Well, I loved the Raiders last year too.
You did. You always loved the Raiders.
And I'll say this about Derek Carr last year. Just about, I think it was 4,900 yards. So the bet that I really, not to diverge too much, but a bet I really, really like is him to lead the league in passing this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because with a healthy Waller, Renfro, Jacobs is going to be healthy. Jacobs was not healthy last year. The offense is going to be that McDaniels is coming in now. Guy only has been on the coaching staff of 6 or 7 Super Bowl winning teams.
Right. And we don't know how much of that is him because he's kind of a douchebag.
With Gruden, it felt like that half the team was in, half the team was out.
Yeah, he's polarizing.
But
Henry Ruggs happened.
Think about the way
Gruden, a lot of distractions last year.
Yeah, think about the way Gruden was talking about Derek Carr last year. Yeah, he's good, but if we could get Aaron Rodgers, we'll take him.
Right.
Where's that? And that guy still without Ruggs, without Waller.
He's only performed in his whole career. He's always been overlooked, man.
So
I like Derek Carr a lot.
So running down real quick, plus 185 to make the playoffs. That's the bet to me. Over 8.5 at minus 120. Odds aren't good enough because if they win the 9 games, I think
10 gets them in.
If you're confident they're going to win the 9 games, then take the 10 and take the odds, right? Plus 650 to win the division. I think they have a chance to be the best team in the league. Honestly, they might have the best record, but I'm taking them at the plus 185 to make the playoffs. I think that's the bet.
But you're taking the over in this case.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely! I'm always taking the Raiders to win the division.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
Sorry,
I'm not placing any money on it because of the odds. Because I'd rather I figure if they're going to win 9 games, they won 10 last year. They're not 1.5 games worse than they were last year. So this makes zero fucking sense.
Right.
Like the Chiefs are worse. The Chargers have improved. Denver's improved. I get that, but
but they've improved.
The Raiders were bottom feeders last year, and they won 10 games.
They showed a lot of stuff last year. And real quick about the absolutely at my work now, like obviously a lot of people have seen the Jack Doyle video. Anytime I or a number of people say the word absolutely, it's absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
You got me going now.
Great. Believe it or not, I'm taking the under here.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit.
No shit.
I think that this is I just think there's too much fluff. And it's such an easy over to take. I'm taking the under.
To me, it's
I don't know, man. I think they're going to be good. I think Devontae Adams is overrated as a player. So the addition isn't as big for me. I don't trust that defense at all. I like Crosby. I like some of their play. I like their pass rush. I don't trust their secondary.
Yeah.
And this division, I don't trust. I think they're going to get blown out by those other 3 teams. I think if it's Chiefs versus Raiders right now, neutral field, taking the fucking Chiefs. So 6 of their games are going to be. They could go fucking 1-5 in this division. I know they're gritty, but unfortunately gritty. We're talking about the Lions, talking about these other teams, the Titans. Like They're not a great team. They're more of a finesse team.
They don't have the easiest start. So their bye week is week 6. Mm-hmm. It starts off at the Chargers. Tough. Not easy. Then they get Cardinals at home.
Tough.
They go to at Tennessee.
Tough.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
can't stop the run.
But then they're at home against the Broncos and then at KC.
Dude, they can be 0-5.
They could.
They just need to go 2-3 there, right?
But to me, they're better than the Chiefs. They're better than Tennessee, and I think. They play every. It's not.
That just solidifies my point here. Under. All right. So is that going to be your lock though? Is the Raiders over or is it Broncos over for you? My lock is Chargers over. Again, I don't feel strongly about any of these.
No, here's my lock. So because I'm doing it simply because I like the odds. This is a bet I'm actually going to make. So this is real money. Yeah. I'll put Raiders to make the playoffs at plus 185.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not really in the spirit of the exercise though, Caps.
Okay, so we're doing over under.
Yeah, that's what we've been always doing.
Then yeah, over 8.5 for sure.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. That's square.
And it's been a complete joy.